another day, another grind. These two games, or this game here and another one, are from our tournament that took place on Sunday or Saturday, Sunday. And we have the pick 9 factions, and you play each faction once, then it gets banned. And we have Staunch on Vampire Counts, really interesting. It's a faction we never play or never see to play. And we have Figo on his really confident, really confident Skaven. And he is going with Icket Claw. I guess that's the usual pick. We have a couple of Warp Fire Throwers here. Then, of course, the big bad Mortar here. That's really bad. Then Teeth Breakers and Warp Lightning Cannon. And then a lot of Chaff. Plus, what do we have? Clan Rats with shields over here. And on the other side, we have, yeah, a lot of Vargas. So flying support here. We have Hounds on the hill. Then White King. Probably really good because when I remember correctly, isn't he a little bit ethereal? Ethereal? Something like that. So he causes fear. That's really good. And yep, we have the Strigoi Ghoul King and another White King. And then a lot of Chaff. And there it is. So it's going down immediately on a couple of those units. But that was not pretty well hit, right? And now the flanks are going to be pretty much exposed. So we have Direwolves moving around. We have a couple of shots into the Vargas. So that's really good because, to be honest, the units don't have a lot of protection by range. And another Vargas unit is getting shot here by the Mortar. And yeah, we have a heal going down. But there's also a really nice Warp Glade up. Yeah, he's burned, but he's regenerating, suppressed in the speed, and he is shooting down the Vargeists here. Really good stuff, but he didn't really notice that there are Direwolves around here. And immediately those Direwolves are going in. They're crunching this 2-3 Warp Lightning Cannons. And now Icket Claw is trying to shoot into the other Direwolf unit. And yeah, that's the thing, like, oh my god. Now, maybe he should have moved or turned around. Maybe that's a little bit of a jitter here. And now really nice, crunching down those Direwolves. But unfortunately, the Teeth Breakers are also not doing well. Another Warp Fire Thrower unit is getting crunched down. So, in my opinion, it is risky for sure. And those Clan Rats, there are a lot of rats over here, but they're a little bit idle. So it would probably be better to move them around. Yeah, let's see what happens here. And yeah, Figo is trying to hunt down a couple of those units here. We have immediately the Warpfire Thrower running away. He gets hunted down by the Vargeist, and the Direwolf unit is still here, so that is kind of crucial. And I guess it is really important to have maybe those units just protecting, right? I don't say that that's a bad idea or anything. But now the Strigoi King is shooting his breath attack and now going down once again onto the warp throwers, right? Warp fire throwers. And now we have it here. Chaff against Chaff, and the question is, which Chaff is better? We will see that in a moment, but over here, oh, Black Knight with lances and barding. Barding means like, oh, they're shielded kind of. Oh, this is going to be really tough for the Skaven, right? But they still have a big advantage when it comes to troops, so maybe there is a chance. I'm not sure, but unfortunately, the Skaven did really lose all of their advantage in the ranged units. So, yeah, it's kind of hard. It's not easy to come back from that. And we have a Graveguard summon, I guess. This must be a summon here. Maybe not. Maybe just regular unit. And Claw is using his wheelchair, his futuristic wheelchair. Really cool stuff. A lot of green. And maybe he has a chance. Like, look at that. He is crunching up really good. Vargeists are getting crunched as well by a little bit of some foul, strange magic over here. And then, yeah, let's see what will happen. I think it's kind of like a netting, sort of. But the Strigoi Ghoul King, he is a beast against those Skaven. He causes fear. He has probably also, yeah, healing with him. So that is, and I think that was a invocation. That was an invocation. No, Gaze of Nagash, I guess. A Gaze of Nagash is going down. But to be honest, there is still plenty of units here left for the Skaven, but they will have a hard time now coming back when their leader and lord is going to getting crunched up and down. He has 80 life, and there is the huge penalty, leadership penalty. A lot of units are fleeing the scene, even though they're a lot in numbers. But yeah, that is not enough when your lord is going down. And Vigo was trying his best here. He went with his favorite faction from the beginning. He was very confident, and I guess it's also a little bit of jitters. And pardon me, but Staunch is a tough opponent. I know that because I played him a couple of times in this tournament. And yeah, this is basically, I guess, the end for the Skaven. Yeah, there it is. They're running away. So let's get into the value here. First of all, Claw did great. So great use of utility spells for Figo here. Other than that, let's see on his, yeah, probably most important units. The Warp Fire Throwers here, not really effective. The Teeth Breakers were okayish. The Mortar, this time not effective. Against me, he ripped me apart, like, and the Cannon as well. Yeah, it got a little bit of value. So now let's look into the Strigoi King. Oh, the value is not big, but he made a couple of plays that were really crucial. I guess the White King as well was good. Chaff units, I wouldn't mind, but let's look into the Knights. One Knight unit was pretty good, but I guess it comes down to the Direwolves and maneuvering around the defenses, and of course the Vargeist. Look at that unit, like, it paid it off. The other Vargeist unit was deleted from, I don't know, from his existence. Yeah, but you have to account for leadership issues with Skaven. So yeah, that's it. And let's get into the other match, which features the next group match with Staunch on his beloved Tzeentch. He loves the Tzeentch, and he likes the scheming, the magical usage, and Zap on Beastman, like a very exotic, tropical matchup here. And I'm really looking forward to it, because I usually don't see a lot of Beastman players. And yeah, so let's look into it. We have Chaos Lord of Tzeentch, we have the Cultists of Tzeentch, and then a lot of Chaff Marauders, and then Warriors, Chaos Warriors, Pink Horrors. So we have a little bit of a ranged unit setup here. And then Centigores. There's only one unit that shoots. But I guess against, I would say, against Beastmen, you don't need a lot of shooting, because, first of all, they're pretty much quick. And on the other side, you are not fighting against big, heavy archery units. So he has the Beast Lord here, and then that's basically it. Couple of Zangors here. We have a Bray Shaman. That's probably pretty good here. And then Ungor Herd. We have Centigors and a little bit of a unit over here. Centigors. But also in the woods, we have Centigors with throwing weapons from, yeah, Seb. So let's get into it. So immediately I know there will be a cast. And there will be a really, really annoying cast. Plus, you have to know that when you don't have range here, and it is basically what happens, you can't reach this Chaos Lord, right? You're pretty much down for his mercy and have to deal with his shenanigans. Let's see what he does, right? Because I think that he is just engaging into them. Interesting. Or just flying with them. He is just deleting the shield and now he is trapped up. I guess he can push through, but that is not a favorable situation here. But he can, yeah, he can move through. So let's look here into the pink horror of Tzeentch. And I guess those units are pretty... there's another pink unit. Forsaken, really good. They're like the big heavy hitters in the infantry department. And then we have a lot of flanking going down. But, to be honest, the flanking got stopped by Centigors of Tzeentch. So, Centigors of Tzeentch engaged into the Centigors of Tzeentch. But by the Beastmen and the Ungor Herd, they can't really catch it. The point is here for the... Beastmen and throwing axes going down. We have some kind of witch magic here. I need to know what it is. Blood Greed. So that is a huge buff for the whole army over here. And yeah. And we have speed. The speed is going down for the Beastmen. So that is really a nice buff for this blob over here. Really crucial. And I guess that the Beastmen are having a hard time coming through and punch a couple of those pink horrors because they're burning those units plus magical damage against those shields. This is pretty much a must. So now Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch, they're trying to move around. We have another Marauder unit trying to get into those throwing axes, but they can kite them, right? But I don't know if you want to kite them for a long time because someday you will lose ammunition. And now this is what we want to see. Minotaurs punching through, but they can't really get... He's so slippery, this Chaos Lord here. So that's why you shouldn't engage here anyway whatsoever. Seeing a couple of skirmishes, and now Beastmen are moving in and trying to engage into those Centigors as well. We still have a couple of throwing axes here, shooting into the Marauders. That's good. But this whole flank here is really tough. And now Tzeentch is summoning in pink horrors. That is going to be really tough. And the Bray Shaman used some magic of himself, yeah, from the woods. It is here. The Flock of Doom, a little bit of value trading here, but I don't know if you want to fight those pinks when the other pinks are shooting in, right? And it looks like Tzeentch has the little bit of the advantage. There's still units online once again with those shields, and the Beastmen, I have to say, are kind of still strong with the leadership here. This unit is losing a little bit of leadership, but yeah, I don't know. It looks a little bit Brayish dire. Haha. That was not good, but you know, that's not even words that you can use. But Bray Shaman, maybe he can bring a little bit of value with his Flock of Dooms here. The Beast Lord on his chariot here, so he is getting, painted pinkish. That is not what you want to see. Ooh. He is sustaining the damage pretty well, but that is just too much free damage without any repercussions. So, yeah, and the point flipped here. And now, what can we do? There is no ammunition on the Centaurs. There are kind of surrounded by a lot of Zinch units. So, yeah, those shields with the combination of chaff units plus the summons, they are crucial here for the win. And I don't think that there is any possibility to come back for the beast. The Bray Herd, right? Yeah, let's fast forward a little bit because there are pinks still shooting in, and I don't think that there's any possibility to come back. Another buff here and debuff for the... Oh, burning head. Oh, that is just nasty. Staunch, what are you doing? That should be reported here. Man. But guys, I really enjoyed to see the Beastmen finally in action, because not everyone is playing them. So let's see. Centaurs, yep, they did okay-ish. The Minotaurs were a little bit underwhelming, but that's usually the case unless you take the Butchers of Kalkengard, probably. So Seb tried to have a lot of throwing axes, and I have to say that was working out well until they didn't have any ammunition anymore, right? Zangors, yeah, also this unit probably brought the biggest value here. Bray Shaman, yeah, Flock of Doom maybe could have come a little bit more often, but now look at that value here. So Staunch used his Centaurs a little bit better, and of course, in the end, the ranged superiority did what it had to do. Like, this value is just unbeaten. And then we have a little bit of value on the Forsaken. And yeah, even if they lose and they run away and then recharge the shields, they're still kind of like a 1.5 troop better than a normal one. The Cultist, I didn't see a lot. Maybe he used this spell there. And yeah, Chaos Lord of Zinj, he was more of a supportive role. But yeah, that was the match, and Staunch showed us that he is one of the better players, and he went after that into the finals round, where he met other strong and less strong opponents. Seb also performed really well and had the opportunity to go also into the final round. So yeah, pretty much really nice tournament. And guys, for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.